we have just arrived here in Chicago. Yes, it is very, very cold, but that doesn't mean there isn't loads of fun things to do in this incredible city in 24 hours. We are at Damon Station, which is on the Chicago Transit, and we've got one of these Venture cards to get us around the city.
The card can be used on trains and buses for up to 7 people and costs about $3 a trip. Ubers are also good value. We used our Honda to visit less central areas but found public transport easier in the downtown core.
One of my favourite things to do in any city is have a big breakfast. I'm at the Bongo Room in Wicker Park having a breakfast burrito and it looks so good. Also, the coffee is refillable and tastes amazing. So it may be freezing, but we are at the hottest place in town. We're at the Private Bank Theatre where Hamilton's showing. I'm going to enter the lottery every day that I'm in Chicago. It's not going to happen, but it would be a Christmas miracle. So we're down by Lake Michigan now and the weather is fierce. It is minus 20 degrees Celsius and the lake has actually frozen over.
In the summer, Monroe Harbour is filled with yachts, but in the winter it is still worth a visit for the views alone. From here, you can see the Chicago Harbour Lighthouse.
We are in the Art Institute of Chicago, which is one of the oldest and biggest art museums in America. This building dates back to 1893 and is a fabulous way to spend a cold afternoon in the city. One of the really nice things about the Art Institute in Chicago is that you're actually allowed to film and take pictures.
You could spend hours or even days here. Admission is $21 for adults and kids under 14 go free. You can also combine entry with other attractions, but we didn't find the savings worth it, so watch out.
Obviously, when you're in Chicago, whatever time of year you visit, you need to come on down to Millenium Park and see this famous bean by Frank Gehry.
The park was created to celebrate the millennium. The bean, officially known as Cloudgate, gloriously reflects an image of the city on its metallic surface. It is also very central. From here, we walked 25 minutes to the John Hancock Tower.
I am here at the 95th floor of the John Hancock Tower. I'm having a cocktail in the signature room and looking over the city as the sun sets. We have front row seats and it's going to be incredible.
Many people choose to go up the Sears Tower or the observation deck here in the building, but both cost around $25. Our Chicago top tip is to visit the signature room, where you can enjoy these views for free and spend your money on a drink instead.
When in Chicago, it is very important you order some deep dish pizza. It's actually the law.
When in Chicago, I thoroughly recommend seeing some jazz. There are plenty of clubs downtown where you can pay to see a show, but there are also plenty of fantastic smaller venues in areas such as Logan Square where you can go and see jazz with no cover.
So that was our time in Chicago. What a fantastic city. I would say you absolutely have to go to Millenium Park and see that big bean. It's such a good one. Also, it's definitely worth checking out any theatre in town, of course having a deep dish pizza, and of course seeing some jazz. For now, we're sad to leave the city, but it's time to get back on the road. Until next time, Chicago, you absolute babe.